Hey YouTube, it's me, I2I35 aka Josiah David, and for this video I thought I'd do something rather different and exciting. I happen to have gone to the Apple Store and got the new iPod Touch 5th generation. Originally I was going to go for the original white iPod Touch that had the terrible mirror-like back that scratched easily, but hey, I'm glad I waited just the exact amount of time and finally got the new iPod Touch. Now this happens to be the silver one, and of course each different iPod Touch in its different color has the color in the logo or the title of what it's called. So iPod Touch, Apple logo, iPod Touch, and some information as well as being saying it's designed by Apple in California and assembled in China. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. And of course there's this orange corner right here, so I think I'll just open this up. Yeah, I guess that's how you do it. I've been waiting such a very long time for this, and I'm so excited. Like a steam machine of some sort. So I bet you just lift this up off of there, and boy, does this thing look beautiful. And I'm gonna have to get to the real screen because this is not the real screen. I'm just gonna have to take off this big fake sticker on the front page, and like that. And of course you bend this little metal tab to basically get it off there. I mean, I'm sure you guys have been watching hundreds of thousands of unboxing videos, and boy, does this thing look amazing. I had an iPod mini silver for 7 years, but finally broke down, and this I think is a great update. And my favorite color is blue, so that's what I also got at the Apple Store, or Yodobashi Camera, here in Japan. I'm planning to put this blue sticker onto this home button because blue is my favorite color, and having this button on here would actually be easier to push it and such. I think I'm just gonna start this up. I think you push this button up here, and while I'm unboxing the rest of the stuff, I'm just going to wait for this to start up. Now, you're wondering that one is already missing. My dad is actually using it for his iPhone, so I'm just going to put this off to the side while unboxing the rest of the stuff in this box. So, of course, we get some information like hello, and as well as saying arigatou gozaimasu or ohayou gozaimasu, since it's Japanese. Since I got this in the Japan Apple Store, we got some information of how to use this stuff, especially in Japanese. I don't know, I might read this stuff when I'm kind of bored and such. I can read Japanese pretty well. And of course on the back we get the famous Apple stickers. I might stick this on my desk or in my car or some other place, who knows what. And also in the box we get the new lightning connector. Now this is a whole lot smaller than the past 30-pin connector that people have used for years. Now, with all my 30-pin accessories, I also have bought this 30-pin to lightning adapter, which I might use a lot. I don't know if I'm going to sell this lightning cord or whatever. It's just pretty cool. I've been waiting for this lightning to 30-pin connector for such a long time, and it's just so beautiful. It's really small. Don't let this camera size fool you. This thing is pretty small in my hands. But along with the rest of the unboxing, here is the new iPod Touch loop that of course would go on the corner of this iPod Touch. So let's say if you were playing basketball or running around and everything, it would actually hold pretty well. It's actually designed to like go through all sorts of wild adventures and stuff, and it would still hold on pretty well. And yes, this silver just looks absolutely amazing, and this button right here, it actually makes a clicking sound, if you can hear it. It popping out and then popping back in, completely flat. And of course these EarPods. Now, I had watched unboxing videos and I had known that EarPods that come with the iPod Touch do not have the microphone and remote that come with it. So that's why I went to the Apple Store and bought a separate set of EarPods. These things fit incredibly well in the ear, and they're designed to stay in your ear, so you can be playing basketball or jogging or doing all sorts of types of physical workout. It would stay in your ear. They're actually designed to stay in your ear. And the whole point is of why I bought one with a microphone and a remote is because if I had this in my pocket, upside down especially, how am I going to be changing the songs? It would be very tough to do. That's why I would want a remote, so I could just change the songs or rewind or fast forward for any time that so without touching it. And for those of you who don't know, I think I'm just gonna quickly take this out of the box and teach you all folks a little something. There's these volume up and down buttons right here, volume up, volume down, and on the back there's a microphone symbol for representing Siri. So you can even use Siri on this new iPod Touch. For those of you who don't know, this is volume up, this is volume down. The middle button does a whole number of things. If you just push once, that either plays or pauses the song. If you click twice very fast, it skips to the next song. If you click 3 times very fast, it goes back to the other song. If you click twice fast, that fast forwards. If you click 3 times very fast and hold, that rewinds it. And if you just hold it for a long enough time, Siri will come on, and this microphone, like right here, actually, for some, I don't know what reason they were able to put the microphone inside, actually, and that's a genius design. And I don't especially know why this thing came in only 32 gigabyte and 64 gigabyte, well, instead of 16 gigabyte. Well, Apple's business is Apple's business. That's the logic I stick by. And I'm sure there are a lot of you who have this carrier with you and you'd like to take your EarPods somewhere. This is actually good traveling gear. For those of you who don't know, you're supposed to put it back like this and rewind it all the way back to the way you took it out. So you put that right here and wind that around and put the microphone right through the slot in the middle, and then this becomes even length, and you just wind it all the way back in, and it shuts in just beautifully and assembles just perfectly. I'm bumping the camera, and I'm just going to put that back for now, and I'm just so excited to use this device because I've been waiting so long, and I've been programming a lot of songs I'm going to be putting onto this iPod Touch. Now, of course, with the rest of the accessories, I thought I'd also show a few covers that I bought. This is glow in the dark. This is actually glow in the dark, a cover that glows in the dark. I thought that was pretty cool and very helpful. And this is just a certain normal one with buttons on the outside and a certain pad right there. Now, of course, if I'm going to be using this with a 30-pin connector, that can't actually fit all the way in. It can't go all the way in, so I also bought a hard metal cover which actually had a lot of space, and so that could actually plug in well, and I thought that was pretty helpful, so that's why I bought that. And also I bought a wall adapter that actually has fold-in pins. So I thought that was pretty helpful. And just the whole thing about this 30-pin adapter, and then, you know, the wall adapter, and then the lightning to 30-pin adapter. I mean, just this thing, like, really looks cool. All these accessories, they're just amazing. And I found this stand that has silicone on it. This is kind of like a rubber, and so if you just attach this to there, it just sticks on perfectly. You don't need a specific stand or something like that. It just, especially with this certain back that is like aluminium, it just sticks perfectly onto there, and you can have actually no fear of it, you know, falling off or whatever. And this is actually detachable. You can actually put it sideways and put your iPod Touch sideways, you know the whole drill. And especially with more of the accessories, sorry, I'm kind of dizzying you guys out with this. This is actually a stand adapter, which also, I didn't tell you guys that I have 2 lightning to 30-pin adapters because I'm not that flexible of sticking only one around in all the places. So I thought I'd buy a second one for this wall stander, and also here's the charger to go with it. And I wouldn't necessarily plug this into a computer, so I bought another wall adapter for this to plug into, and you know, this plugs into the back, and so that would be awesome. I could use that on the desk or share with my family. Also, exclusively, I'm not done yet, I bought 2 of these screen protectors. You know, ones that really protect the screen, don't let sunlight fade it out, or it's fingerprint free. I bought 2 not really knowing that there were actually two in all the stuff I bought, but it's actually kind of helpful in case one fails or I don't put on one right. I could just skip on and go ahead to the next one. So let's get back to the iPod Touch with setting it up. Of course, I'm English. Next. And what country do I live in? And yes, you guessed it, I live in Japan. So we'll go with that. Next. So there's a network. I'll go to the next one. Activating your iPod. Enable location surfaces. I think I'll just go with it. Next. Set up as new iPod Touch. Restore from iCloud backup. Well, I've never used iCloud and I don't have an iTunes backup, so I'll just set up as new iPod Touch. Next. Sign in with an Apple ID. Now I think I might just do this off camera because I'm pretty sure that there are those out there who'd like to hack my network, you know, especially all the trolls who just come and destroy my YouTube videos with comments without even watching them. You know, what can you expect? It's YouTube. But I have fun on YouTube anyway. So I think I'll just finish this up with signing with my Apple ID and keep pressing on. And terms and conditions. Look at this. I can disagree or agree. I don't know what happens if you disagree, but I think that's going to be a bad thing, so I'll just agree. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. I can't wait to use this thing. It almost has like the same shiny edge that the iPhone 5 has, especially. On the bottom there's a lightning connector and the speaker and the headphone or earpod hole, you know, whatever you want to call it. They don't have the mute button there, but this is volume up, volume down. That's the, you know, the wake start button. And I'm glad on the camera they finally put in the flash. Now, for those of you wondering why this camera is jutting out a little bit, it's because this design is so thin. The camera couldn't be thinned that much, so they had to actually free a lot of space. Use iCloud? Well, just in case if I do have future Apple products, I think I'll just use iCloud. Next. Back up to iCloud. Never mind, I don't have an Apple computer, so I won't use iCloud. Diagnostics and usage. Don't send. Next. Register with Apple. Next. Start using iPod Touch. Yes. So there's the main home page. It's kind of mysterious why it didn't ask me if I wanted to use Siri, but I'm sure Siri is on. If I go to the settings, Siri is right there. It didn't come on. Enable Siri. Use Siri? Of course. Of course, that's what the new iPod Touch is famous for. So with Siri, I thought it'd be kind of like fun to ask a few questions.
Siri, pleased to meet you.
Israel.
Okay, here's the weather for Jerusalem, Israel through Tuesday.
So that's pretty cool. Search Wikipedia for cryptozoology.
Searching Wikipedia for cryptozoology.
Yeah, Siri can almost like completely do anything. I got a few more ideas up my sleeve. Search YouTube for Ron Paul.
Searching the web for Ron Paul on YouTube.
Well, it actually does that way. It doesn't go directly to YouTube, but that was pretty cool. Yeah, I was a fan of Ron Paul and I wish he won. Open the calculator. Awesome. What time is it in England?
In London, England, it's 0:13.
Or 1:13 in the morning, or 12:13.
Okay, I set an alarm for 6:50 a.m.
So I can either turn that on or off if I wanted to. Set the timer for 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes and counting.
This is awesome. Schedule an anniversary for me on November 7th.
What time is your event?
6 o'clock.
Okay, I set up your event for today.
So,
Are you ready for me to schedule it?
no, cancel.
Alright, I'll leave it off your calendar.
Because if you guys are wondering, November 7th was yesterday when I got my iPod Touch, so I thought it'd be funny to put an anniversary on the calendar. On December 14th, remind me that The Hobbit comes out.
Here's your reminder for December 14th, 2020.
I think I'll just confirm that.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Define peripatetic.
Let me check that. Okay, here you go.
A person who just travels a lot or stuff. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of my friends and family don't know about this word peripatetic, but I like using it a lot. What does a giraffe look like?
Looking. Okay, here you go.
What does an elephant look like?
Let me think. Here's what I found.
Awesome. How much does a brain weigh?
Looking. I found this.
So I might show you the results, which is 1,100 grams. How much does an iPhone 5 weigh?
Everything you need to know about iPhones is in the Apple Store.
So, in case you're wondering, I got the really tall version because I'm actually a tall person. I thought it'd be fun to personalize it. What can you do?
You can ask things like,
So, that's pretty helpful. So Siri is a great improvement to the iPod Touch, and I'm glad the back is completely made of aluminium and not the terrible mirror-like material that just scratched easily. So very quickly, I think I might open this iPod sticker case, and I'll lift one of these off. Now this stuff is super sticky. I'll have to align it just right onto this home button. That actually helps. It works just fine. And I think I might just use one of these covers. So yeah, this is actually amazing. So this actually connects in, and the loop would go on here. I don't know if it can fit through the hole, but I'm just quickly jumping ahead of myself. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and by the way, I just wanted to end off with one thing. Steve Jobs was an amazing man, and really sad that he was a Buddhist, but hey, it was really amazing watching his stuff, and he was an extremely intelligent man, and I think technology is just one way of glorifying God, seriously. And for those of you who think that Christianity had nothing to do with developing technology, I can show you this whole line right here of people who were Bible-believing Christians who actually helped with developing technology. There was Francis Bacon, Johannes Kepler, Sir Isaac Newton, Louis Pasteur, James Clerk Maxwell, and Raymond V. Adian. And people just can't be scientists, which is absolutely not true. It's just a whole ignorance of history. So that's all I have to say for this video. Peace out, keep thinking, Jesus bless you, and TDFN, ta-da for now.